The prison of grief. Grief also makes us feel like we're in a prison. At times we feel like no trespassing, like nobody can get into our space, or that we don't want anybody in our space. But it creates a prison for us in so many ways. And how do we break out of that? Well, first of all, some of this prison is due to the fact that we feel so alone. It's to the fact that we feel people don't understand us. And really, even somebody who is, very close to you cannot feel exactly what you feel. So grief is a very intimate and individual experience. However, there's commonality in everything, including grief. There's counselors and there's coaches and there's, people that can help with grief, organizations like hospice and, other things like that. By the way, if you're liking this video, please hit the subscribe button and, help us out to get this information out to more people. But grief is a place where our prison is also somewhat self-made. We tend to isolate for various reasons. Sometimes we just don't want to talk to anybody. Sometimes, a lot of times, people just leave us. People that we were close to for years because they don't know what to say or do. And it really can feel so quiet, so alone, and so treacherous to try to climb out of it. In fact, it hurts to climb over the walls of grief. It's work. And work that we have to do internally, it helps to have somebody to work with you. But it's a lot of internal work in terms of reflection. And the reason it's good to have somebody work with you is because people can help you see things that you may not see yourself. The internal work, there's a lot of stuff going on, that's on subconscious level. Our history with the person, our association with the person, our love for the person, experiences with that person, memories with that person. It's all so difficult to navigate through. And so this place where we feel so alone and imprisoned, we learn to break out of. How? Well, like I said, it's a lot of internal work and a lot of sitting with it. That sounds strange because most of us will run from it. Most of us will try to climb its gates. And there are times when we have to do that. We have to give ourselves a break. But a lot of the time, it's allowing grief to do its work versus not avoiding it. And another thing that I learned for myself was that I also had to want something different, because we want to stay in where we were. We want to stay in what was familiar. We want to stay in the place where, our loved one was with us. And although we know we can't have that anymore, it certainly is a place where we can climb out of and get to a better place. The memories and things that go with this prison often keep us in prison. And one way to deal with those is to try to, after some mourning, remember the blessing this person that was in your life. Remember how they were to you in good times and how they supported you when you needed it. And notice that your thinking will shift around the sadness of these memories, and you can go on without having such heaviness around it. And as we break up the heaviness over time and time again, we begin to let go and ease our grief. But it does matter what you do in the time while you're sitting in this prison. If you just sit in this prison of grief and don't address it, it will wait for you. It will keep you contained in its enclosure, and you'll have suffering longer than you need to. So I really encourage you to take a look at that and understand that this place of grief's prison is a real place in our mind, also within our body, because our body is trying to let go, in other words, escape what we once knew, and it doesn't know how to do that. And there's really, it's only on an individual basis that we can help someone navigate their way and bust out of this prison, this enclosure, this walled off place called grief. So I hope you found this insightful and encouraging. There are ways to do that, and you can do that, and you are built to it, for it. It's likely better that you have someone to help you, whatever that looks like to you. And in the meantime, this is Harold, encouraging you to first survive, then to strive, and eventually maybe even thrive. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.